You guys know I almost started recording this with no damn audio. Please! This microphone is problematic. Welcome back to my channel. I am your favorite mother of three, Bougie Vintage, and today's video is B with the T. Only I'm going to be beating my face today because... Just another messy Monday. I wish it was Sunday, cause that's my fun day. They better not sue me now. That's my jam. Anyway, I look like Megamind, please, with this bonnet. Hi guys, welcome back to B with a T. A lot happened on Monday. Ooh, what's going on with the eye? We need some eye drops in there before I start, because I'm not about to play. If you don't like my brows today, girl, me either, okay? Me either. As I was saying, Monday was very messy. I'm gonna try to breeze through this, but y'all know Miss Mama's is a talker. Okay, I don't really know where to begin, but let's start with last week because there's some things that I did not get to discuss just yet that need to be discussed. Now, I gave Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears their own damn video. They had their own like B with the T segment, and I don't think I came back to update yet. So we're gonna start with that. Tiffany Haddish ended up settling outside of court, and the girl that was pressing the charges, who was Jane Doe. She was the little girl that was in the videos. She released a statement pretty much stating that she's recanting what she said and that she does not believe that Tiffany Haddish would ever try to harm her. They look to her as an auntie. What? Oh, that's interesting. So initially I did state that I thought it was interesting that they were really trying to get them prosecuted and they weren't going for money. However, in a turn of events, money got slapped onto the table because usually with these things, you end up getting paid. So because there's a lot of things that obviously Tiffany Haddish did not want to be revealed to the public, because there's things that we, the public, did not get to know because it didn't go to trial, she ends up settling outside of court. I'm looking like, ma'am, it's giving guilty. Okay, it's giving guilty. I would have said, bring me to court, trial. If I know I'm innocent, I'm not settling nothing. Settle these nuts. So that's why I feel like she's guilty. I could be wrong, but I'm probably not. And so I think it's absolutely crazy that she settled. I think it's very telling. And the heat got taken off of Tiffany and put back onto Ari Spears because Ari Spears is not the auntie to these people. Tiffany Haddish was their aunt and she's the one that endangered them. And initially when I did the story on that, I didn't know that. I didn't know that the kids were pretty much her godchildren, and that's why their mother entrusted Tiffany with them. Once I posted that video, I was informed that allegedly Tiffany Haddish had told their mother that her kids were not used in the video because the boy wasn't cooperating, and so they didn't end up filming anything, and that's why the mother did not know the type of content her child was used for and blah, blah, blah. But that was obviously a lie. So Tiffany Haddish settled outside of court. I think it's disgusting, but Jane Doe and John Doe are going to be paid. I don't think the settlement amount came out. Either which way, mouth to the floor. Okay, mouth to the damn floor. Now, on the topic of innocent babies, we have a guilty baby, and his name is Da Baby. And last week, he dropped a song, and the lyrics, he admitted to hunching with Megan Thee Stallion the day before she was allegedly shot by Tory Lanez. Now, this is one interesting bar. I thought this bar was interesting. I'm like, why are you spilling this tea, sir? These niggas that kiss and tell, highly problematic. Now, the hottie, Megan, she was performing and she was about to perform Body. And I guess before she starts to do Body, she does like a little speech about her body and, you know, my body, my choice type vibe. And the people then took that as a response to the baby's claim because she essentially paid him dust. Because even if they were having sex, what does that have to do with us? What does that have to do with us, sir? Why are we in the group chat? Like, what? So you guys were both having sex with Megan Thee Stallion? Like, who does that? Oh my God. I would be so embarrassed if I was either party. Embarrassed. I would be embarrassed that that short man is claiming to do anything with me, and I would be embarrassed as Megan, as the short man, is claiming to do anything with me. And I would be embarrassed as the short man, really getting up in the studio and recording that and putting it out and dropping an album that nobody knows about. Like, what? What the hell is going on? This is very ghetto. This is not okay in the least. Like, who does that? So he drops this single and an album. I didn't hear nothing about his album. All I heard was he did this line, and it was buzz for one day. People were talking about it. The next day, mums was the word. We don't know nothing about anything. So I'm not sure what DaBaby wanted other than to harass Megan. Like, these men are so tired. And obviously the hip hop genre is filled with these narcissists, and they be getting away with so much. Okay, there's so much toxic behavior in hip hop, and as we see, it's not just the men, it's trickled on down into the women of hip hop as well. But DaBaby ain't SHIT, okay, for putting that in his song. And the people are so messy that they took Megan's opener and tried to allege that DaBaby wasn't lying. Whether he was lying or not is irrelevant, to me at least. It's irrelevant to me because who cares? If she was having sex with both of them, who cares? That's really her business, their business. I mean, as long as they was using protection, who cares? Whether it was true or not true, I guess we will never know. But you have got to... we have seen men lie on their schlongs before. It's not new, you know. However, if he's not lying, because Megan did not confirm nor deny. And to be honest, if I were Megan and it wasn't true, oh, you are hearing from my lawyer, sir, because this is defamation. How dare you? How dare you put it out there that I ever even gave you the time of day if I didn't? To say that you slept with somebody and you didn't is so problematic. So either he's telling the truth or he's about to be sued. So we'll see how that one plays out. But I think it was pretty whack that he did that. And I feel like the divide in hip hop is strong, and it's on both sides. And people that have nothing to do with one situation are getting dragged into other people's situations, which brings me to my next topic. Because Cardi B and Akbar, battle of the abbreviations. Girl, what in the world? Yesterday, they was fighting from sun up to sundown, girl. They was going at it, okay? They were going at it like two cats in damn heat, okay? I couldn't deal. I was like, what the frig? So if you're not caught up with this tea, story short, the girls have been subtweeting for too long. They have been subtweeting for too long, and something was about to explode if people didn't stop subtweeting. In my last tea video, I think, I said they need to put a name on it. Put a name on it or keep it on the playground, leave it off the girl. I told y'all, drop a name or don't bring it up. Because we the people are tired of fishing. So pretty much what happened was Cardi B was tweeting and Akbar then got to subtweeting. Cardi B ends up texting Akbar. We don't know where she got her number from, but she got it. So she texts her. She tells her exactly who it is. She don't want to do no internet mess. She went to the source, baby. And that's what I can respect that. Because why are we doing it on the internet? Let's handle this outside. Let's take it outside. Like, we don't need to go. Nobody needed to know that this was happening. But Akbar wanted 15 minutes. I mean, we gave you your props, ma'am. These girls got one song with Nicki and now all of a sudden they don't know how to act. And I told you guys exactly what was gonna happen. I said this was to create a divide. You have to be able to see the calculation. And if you're still gonna sit there and pretend like you didn't see this, you're just as delusional as my daddy, okay? Because this is ridiculous. I could see this from a mile away. The reason that the people were chosen to be on those songs, or that song, the Queen Mix, was because Nicki was assembling an army. Okay? I mean, that's what it looks like. From the outside looking in, that's what it looked like. And that's slowly what happened. Akbar was texted by Cardi B and pretty much addressed. Because Cardi is tired of the subtweets. She wanted to get down, let's get down to business. She wanted to get down to business, girl. Okay? She didn't have no more time to waste. She is tired because the fact of the matter was that Cardi had worked with Akbar in the past. So why now all of a sudden was Akbar seeming to be turning on her or subtweeting her? That's what she wanted to get down to. And when she texted her, Akbar ran straight to Twitter. Why are we doing this? Why are we on Twitter? If somebody texts you, what are you doing on Twitter? And so Cardi and Akbar are going at it. Akbar drags in Offset. Akbar was dragging in people that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, to the point where I'm like, yeah, no, she not wrapped too tight, because the DA in Atlanta is currently on a rampage gathering folk for the RICO. And she dropped Lil Baby in there, 4 Pockets Full in there. She's putting a name that ain't got nothing to do with nothing because she's trying to make a point. And Cardi B is clapping back. Offset is clapping back. Like, first of all, he's like, leave me the hell out of this, you know? Akbar was alleging that Offset called her threatening and all these things. And I don't know if y'all caught it, but Miss Nicki was egging the situation on from afar, to the point where she ends up tweeting, still ugly by the way, and Cardi tweets back, don't start arms, because this is so petty. Like, it's giving they want to be friends. I'm sorry. Are they friends and they're pretending so that they can get publicity? Like, because that's what it's starting to give. I'm sorry, because she said don't start arms because because Barty Gang posted a screenshot of Nicki's arms from her last performance at, was it Rolling Loud? And she's put on a little bit of weight, you know. So they called her arms because her fat was protruding. And to me, this is all some petty BS, okay? Petty BS, it's dumb, it's tired. We are tired, the delegation is tired, but they are so freaking immature. Anyway, Akbar and Cardi were going the frig at it, and then it got to the point where Cardi started posting Akbar's like sex tape that was leaked previously, and then ends up deleting it because Akbar started like kind of backtracking a bit and like, my kids are gonna see it and all this stuff. Meanwhile, this whole thing was so dumb. Meanwhile, she had used the image from it for a song she did with Tink called Leaked, or a mixtape cover, something like that. And I'm like,
I don't like that.
Really? So she tried to play the sympathy, I'm a mom card, like, how could you do that? Leave the kids. No, she never said leave the kids out of it because Cardi never brought the kids into it, but just like, why would you repost that? Like, my kids are gonna have to relive that type of thing. And then Cardi's fans was like, she literally used that as a cover. So what is she talking about? So Cardi's like, she lied to me because Cardi had deleted it. I'm like, this is 3 freaking much. However, what this is giving is that Akbar has Nicki's schlong in her mouth at the back of her damn throat, just like she did on the cover with Leaked. Because what is going on? And so Nicki is also over there tweeting like Lil Baby with the hand heart emoji, and while this is going on. So like you guys are incriminating Lil Baby in the process because you guys want petty drama. Lil Baby had nothing to do with anything. Now the DA is gonna be looking at him like he is in some gang affiliated stuff, and maybe he is. Allegedly. But the DA is gonna be coming for him because of the situation right here. And they're gonna use it all, they are gonna use it all as evidence against Lil Baby and Four Pockets Full that they are an organized crime unit, the same way they did with YSL. They're gonna lock his ass up because of this situation right here. If they didn't have any proof before, the stuff that Akbar was saying online that involved Lil Baby and Four Pockets Full and Nicki tweeting at the same time, girl, y'all are dumb. Like, they are dumb. Very stupid. Because you guys are beefing with Cardi B, you're gonna bring up whatever happened between Offset and all them, and that had nothing to do with anything. Like, she couldn't stand on her own, so she started tagging Nicki, and so it made it look like Nicki sent her. That's what it looked like. Nicki didn't reply to the tweets, I don't think. I didn't see her reply to the tweets, which is even more embarrassing for Akbar because it's like, yeah, you're embarrassing yourself and you're going hard for this girl. She's paying you dust right now because you're fighting for her. And meanwhile, Cardi B is eating her alive. She was eating her up, okay? She was telling her about her parenting, all these things. And then Akbar tried to Karen us and claim that Cardi B done triggered her anxiety. Girl, sit down, sweetie. Girl, leave mental health out of this because you was doing too much. You was doing too much. Cardi came to her offline and was trying to handle it offline, and Akbar went to the internet with it and then is crying. You started it. Like, what the hell? You started it. She came to address you. She was acting scared in the text and saying, oh, I'm around folks, can't talk now. Cardi's like, no, let's talk now because you had lots to say online. She came to her direct, so we can't be mad at it. We literally cannot be mad at it that she went right to her and said, what is going on? Do you have something you gotta say to me? And Akbar was like, she can't talk right now. But then went to Twitter and said, who gave this bitch my number and all this stuff? Girl, they're tired, okay? I want better for my sisters, I really do. I want better for them because what are we supposed to do with this? Now, I could talk about this situation forever because it literally went on for hours and hours. It was giving Money Long 2.0, okay? Hours and hours. They were going back and forth because Akbar took it to Twitter when she shouldn't have. So we got front row seats to this catastrophe, and I'm sure Nicki Minaj was at home cackling. Cackling because she has fully proven that she has control of two already of the women that featured on that song. How is it that two of the people that were featured on the Queen Mix have found themselves in some kind of problem where they're looking crazy right now? All because they're trying to prove their loyalty to the Queen. What is this? And the Queen is sat there quiet, having a good old key while they look stupid online. Like, did Nicki say anything to defend Akbar? No. You want to know why? Because Akbar was fighting Cardi B. Okay, so she wasn't gonna say anything. She wasn't gonna interject because she would look crazy. So she just let Akbar look like this was because Akbar had beef with Cardi when Akbar had never had beef with Cardi before this. And so Cardi B had accused Akbar too of subtweeting her for months, and she never said nothing and blah, blah, blah. Akbar denied it, of course, but this was such petty drama. I just couldn't believe how many names Akbar had dropped in the midst of the arguments, or the argument. I couldn't believe how many people she tried to throw under the bus during this just to prove that Cardi isn't as gangster as she's putting across, and Offset's not gangster either because of X, Y, and Z and Lil Baby. And are you okay? Like, stand on your own. And she's trying to say that she's gangster. A gangster ain't mentioning nobody else's name, child, just to make themselves look cool, or no. Like, Lil Baby was sat there minding his damn business. Oh my God. I was in utter disbelief that it had gotten so damn messy yesterday. I was in utter disbelief. Now, on the topic of rappers, 50 damn cent. 50 damn cent. We know 50 is problematic, okay? We know 50 hates women. How he has a girlfriend, I don't know. I don't know what Cuban Link is doing over there. But we have known for years the type of man 50 Cent is based on his relationship with not only his son, his firstborn son, but also the relationship with his son's mother. I have never seen anything like this. And the way 50 Cent was in power, okay, that is how he is in real life, okay? Like, problematic. That being said, he had a strained relationship with the mother of his child. He's always made that known. He's always publicly and obviously privately disrespected her. Not okay. Now, 10 years ago, he decided he was going to have another child. And matter of fact, claimed this as his only child, which is false. But he had another child, and the child was with Daphne Joy. Daphne Joy is, I don't know if she's a fitness model. She's just one of them girls. She's a Hollywood girl, okay? So he had a child with her. And at the time, I didn't think they were dating. I thought that they had a mutual agreement. Have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire. Okay, that's what I thought it was. I didn't think they were actually dating. But I think it's been revealed that they actually were in a relationship for about 2 years and then parted ways, but still managed to co-parent pretty well, unlike his first relationship. But that all changed on this messy Monday. 50 Cent took to his Instagram and did something that only a narcissistic parent would do, which was use a picture of him and his child to degrade the mother of that child. Where do they do that at? I was not surprised by this, however, because, like my therapist said, the best predictor of future behaviors is to look at past or previous behaviors. And if I were Daphne Joy and I saw how vile this man was towards his child's mother and his child, emphasis on the child, okay? Because I understand having a strained relationship with your co-parent. What I don't understand is how you have malice towards your child. Only I do understand it because, hello, the phone call. But his thing is to like an extreme that I've never seen before. Like, he hates his son and has openly said that. Like, he's just ridiculous with it and clowns online about it. When 50 Cent is clearly just a hurting person, he needs help, okay? Help. Immediately. He needs jail, matter of fact. But time and time again, I've seen these posts that say they understand why 50 Cent was shot 9 times, okay? They understand. Because he is so damn annoying. Like, who takes a picture with their son and in the caption is calling the mother a bitch? That little boy is going to grow up just like the other one and have an issue with his father. Because this is going to be on the internet forever. They didn't screenshot it. They didn't posted it on the blogs. When you Google 50 Cent and his son, which his child is old enough to do, his child can read. This is not no damn toddler, okay? He done posted that the mom is a bitch because she was out with Puffy, allegedly, okay? So that's why he did that, okay? Now, on the Shade Room, I commented and I said, well, she saw what he did to his first baby mama. So I mean, ... Now, the densest people in the world saw that comment and they started to argue with me. And I'm like, how did you misinterpret what I said? Because they started coming at me like I was saying that it's okay for him to disrespect Daphne. And I'm like, that's not what I said. What I said was, she shouldn't be freaking surprised because that's how he was treating his first baby's mother. Why would he be surprised? Why would she be surprised? Did she think she was going to be exempt?
I don't even see how you put that logic together.
I don't know. Maybe because she's not black? Did she think she was going to be exempt because she's different? They always think they're different. Baby, you're not different. The man is not a healed person. He's unable and incapable of not being disrespectful. We've seen 50 Cent disrespect a whole lot of people. He's always online clowning. And sometimes we get a key and it's ha funny, but other times we're like, he doesn't have like a sense of what's appropriate and not appropriate. Like the only time we've seen him apologize was when he came for Megan Thee Stallion. And a lot of people have their opinions on why that may have happened. And some people say that they think that Jay-Z said something to him because she's Rock Nation and blah, 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 blah. We've never seen 50 Cent apologize other than that. So I know for sure somebody came to him and said something to make him fix his crusty little mouth to apologize. Now, back to Instagram and the Shade Room comments. So my comment was like, Daphne should not be surprised. She would, like, I don't know why the women that come after think that they are exempt. They're not exempt. It might take a little bit of time to develop and show, but these men, they have issues. So she was never going to be exempt. Now, I commented that, and of course, there's some people that got it, and they're, are saying, like, they have no sympathy for her, blah, blah, blah. Other people are like, so what? She deserves the disrespect? And I'm like, no. Nobody said that. Nobody deserves to be disrespected. However, don't act surprised that you're being disrespected when the person has publicly degraded his child's mother and his child. I promise you, if I were Daphne Joy, I would have never laid down with 50 Cent. To become a millionaire, billionaire, cajillionaire, never. I would never lay down with 50 Cent based on how I see he treated his child. Forget how he treats the mother, how he treated the child. That's just unheard of. If you can lay down with the man that mistreats his child publicly, privately, whatever. Like, just because you're penning a check every month doesn't mean that you're a good dad. Like, these men are delusional. And so that is actually on Daphne because it was public knowledge. It's not like she walked into this not knowing anything. Not like his relationship with his ex was a secret. It was public. So she shouldn't be surprised that she's being disrespected. However, that does not make it right for him to disrespect her. Now, I comment that people are, arguing under my comments with each other. Go on with me. And 50 Cent's original child's mother responded to my comment, and she said, she sure did, and she used to throw subs at me paralleled with his insults. She thought it was cute when it was me. I don't feel sorry for her at all. That's from Shanika Tompkins. So karma is karma-ing. You do not involve yourself in grown folk business because she should have just sat there and ate her food. What was she doing throwing subs to his ex when she didn't have anything to do with anything? You were not there, but we've publicly seen him disrespect her. So for her to say that she was throwing subs that aligned with his insults towards her, that says a lot about the type of woman that she was because she laid down with him. But Daphne when he posted it, Daphne responded to it right away and said, I'm a great mom to our kids. I leave you alone. I don't bother you. Please just leave me alone. Like, don't do this, which is fair for her to ask, but she knows who she's dealing with. It's just her turn. Like, it's just you were in line next to be disrespected and you cannot be surprised by it. That's it. Oh, it sucks, but that's just the reality of it. Like, a lot of people get caught up in that. And then the next baby mama is calling the first baby mama and having to humble herself because she's now on the receiving end of the disrespect. Sit there and eat your food. Because the fact of the matter is, a narcissist is usually coercive and usually can paint the narrative of the original baby mother, right? Very, very coercive, and will go to their new relationship and be telling the new partner how evil and wicked their baby mama was. And the new girl always eats it up and gets in the middle of it, and she's like thinking it'll never be her. And then it's her. And then she has a slice of humble pie. And that's what happened in this situation. We've seen it time and time again. Time and time again. Lord, I hope that is not the situation for Miracle Watts, because ooh, child. I hope that is not the case for Miss Miracle Watts, girl, because that would suck. He too fine for all that. Sometimes people don't ask the right questions. And then, I think it's really important to like watch how people deal with conflict, because if you are, say you're Daphne Joy in this situation, and you see that your boyfriend is dealing with conflict with Shaniqua Thompson, if you see that he's disrespecting her, why do you think that you wouldn't be disrespected possibly maybe one day if your relationship doesn't work out? Why do you think that you won't be on the receiving end? I need answers. If there's anybody in the comment section that has experienced this, that had to eat that humble pie, please let us know, what was your thought process at the time? Why did you think it wasn't going to be you? Like, I really want to know, because I think it's something that should be studied. Like, it should definitely be studied. Now, obviously, I'm a mama, okay? So I could go on about this baby mama stuff for all day long. I could talk about it forever, because at the end of the day, if I'm dating and a man is showing me he has issues with his child's mother, if I can't help to resolve the issue and he's not trying to resolve the issue, I ain't talking to him. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because if you don't correct your man when he gets to disrespecting his child's mother or his mother. Because see, I made that mistake. I made the mistake of not correcting disrespect to the mother, right? Because I had seen she was obviously toxic, right? But that didn't mean that I should allow disrespect to happen towards her, even if I felt she was disrespectful. That's not how it goes. And if you show to the partner that you're okay with the disrespecting of another woman, trust and believe you will be one day disrespected if this person can't have their way with you. Because obviously the relationship with his child's mother ended and there was problems. The relationship with the second baby mother ended and there's problem. Daphne allegedly was not correcting 50 Cent when he was disrespecting Shaniqua, and now is feeling what Shaniqua felt. And all Shaniqua can do is laugh and shake her head, because when he was disrespecting Shaniqua, Daphne wasn't taking a step back and saying, that's your child's mother. Why are you disrespecting her? She thought it was okay, allegedly. And so sometimes you just have to, those who don't hear must feel. Those who don't hear must feel, baby. It is what it is. I just want to say this look is looking. The look is looking, okay? I'm living for this look, even though I'm mad at my eyebrows. Now, let's move on from the mama topic, okay? Because like I said, I could be here all day talking about, disrespect. We could put this in a whole other video, okay? There's a lot to dissect there. Now, on the topic of being a baby mama, the baby mama Dawn herself, Ari, recently, well, I feel like this needs its own video. I really do, because I'm starting to put pieces together that I don't necessarily want to put together, but the relationship between Ari and Moneybagg Yo is looking like it might be a little toxic. Obviously, we know the relationship between Ari and Herb was toxic as well. So I am thinking some healing needs to be done somewhere. Moneybagg Yo is one of those people with a lot of baby mamas and a lot of children, okay? I mean, what's y'all limit? Like, what's your limit for, like, kids? Like, if you have no kids or if you have one kid and you're dating, what would your limit be where a man is concerned? Like, how many kids is acceptable to you? Even if you're a man and you're watching this and you're like, I want to know How many kids is too many kids? Because from what I heard, I got too many, girl. I heard I got too many to be in the dating world. I don't think that's fair, but like I wouldn't date somebody that doesn't have kids. I definitely want to date somebody that has kids, but like, what is you guys' limit? Because I have 3 kids, I feel like my limit is 3 kids, like 3 bonus children, which is a lot, but they gotta be grown. Like they can't be like toddlers. Like I got the toddlers. Okay, we're gonna need somebody a little older. But like, what's you guys' limit? Because let me see something. So apparently Moneybagg Yo has 7 children. That is a lot. Oh, he has 8 kids, Chad. Ooh wee. 7 to 8. Okay, it's still a lot. He has more than 1 baby mama. He has about 7 or 8 children. To me, that's a lot of baggage that I would never be interested in from any man. Okay, I don't care. He rich, poor, nothing. Not interested. It's too much. 7 kids is wild. Like, even from 1 baby mother to have 7 kids, that's just crazy. That is nuts. But Ari has 1 child, so it's not uncommon for her to date somebody that has children. However, the reason I'm talking about this is because Moneybagg Yo had posted a picture of a baby bump randomly. And only it wasn't randomly, because it was after it was alleged that Ari was hooking up with her sneaky link, alleged to be Meek Mill, random. Okay, and Moneybagg and Ari have broken up on more than 1 occasion. She has tweeted that she's single, unless she's just trolling. That's a weird thing to troll. You know, I'm not playing with my relationship like that. Like, that's weird. That's just weirdo behavior. But he posted this picture, and then I think that same night that she posted the picture, or like the same week, Ari had been on live smoking hookah. So then people were confused because her tummy was on flat. So people were like, what the hell's going on? Is she pregnant? Is she not pregnant? Why would Moneybagg Yo post a belly? It's obviously her. That's the ring he got her. All these things. That's why I say there's something toxic going on there, because if it was alleged that she was with Meek Mill, even if it wasn't alleged, why would he be posting that picture of her when she never announced that she was pregnant, and she never said after he posted the picture, yes, I'm having a baby? It gets even more crazy when she finally does speak up and says, yes, that was me. That was me in the picture. That was me, but I had a miscarriage. No emotion behind it, nothing. Strange as ever, okay? So people are claiming that she is lying, that she got an abortion because she doesn't want to have his baby because XYZ. He needs to be, I'm not gonna say castrated, but they need to tie up them sperm bags he got hanging, okay? Because he has too many kids and too many baby mamas. And also, he just needs birth control, because this is a little wild. And they also need to work on themselves individually before procreating, because I could see it now. I could see after, if they have a baby child, they're just gonna break up. That's what it's giving. I'm sorry. That's what it's giving, because he hasn't been able to make it work with either one of his first baby mamas. And there's 7 children already involved. Why would you bring another child? He cannot be an active parent, a proper active parent, with 7 different children already existing, or 8 different children already existing, adding another one to the mix with multiple baby mothers. That's not fair to the kid. Like, what is going on with people? They're lacking brain cells. And so what's even more toxic about the situation, obviously, is that he posted it almost out of spite, it seems. And that's not okay, especially if she had a miscarriage for real. Like, if she had a miscarriage, which is what she said, and he posted that knowing she had a miscarriage, that is so hurtful and problematic. And I don't know how people are not seeing that. Like, it's toxic. So that situation is confusing. But like, I want to know what the hell conversation they had after he posted that picture publicly. Like, miscarriage is not a joke. And people are playing with it. See, last week, this week, every week. Stop playing with miscarriages. Stop playing with abortions. Like, this is not cool. And what Moneybagg Yo did was so immature and vile if he did post that out of spite because it was alleged she was with Meek Mill. Who does that? Grow up, you know? Anyway, that's why I said that could be a whole other video, because when it comes to these toxic relationships we are witnessing in Hollywood, like Blueface again with Krishan, and now Moneybagg and Ari, who pretty much, they try to live as privately as possible, but I don't know if they're both attention whores or what the situation is there, but something is weird, okay? Something is weird with them, and it always trickles onto social media, and they both just look nuts. So I don't know, but I personally would be devastated if I had a miscarriage, and because my boyfriend or baby daddy is upset, he posts my tummy online and lets people know that I was pregnant. The other side of this is that when Yosan was boo-hooing about Ari having another baby, and she's telling him she's not having another baby, why would she lie to her child like that? Like, if you know that you're planning on having another kid, don't lie to your kid and say you're not having another kid. That's crazy, you know, especially if they're crying and they don't get to. I mean, Yosan cannot govern her body. That's not what I'm saying. But like, again, why film him crying about it and posting it online, swearing to your child that you're not going to have another baby, and then your boyfriend is posting that you were with child, and now you're saying you had a miscarriage. Girl, this is messy. I can't. It's so weird. So obviously I wasn't going to sit here and not talk about the queen herself, because she is coming. Queen Ree, okay? Rihanna is coming. With what? I don't know, but she's coming, okay? She's coming with the Super Bowl. So shout out to her, because I know that halftime show is about to be popping. But where's the album, ma'am? Where's the album? The album better drop the same day as the Super Bowl. She better gag us with this, okay? I want the album the same day as the Super Bowl, because there's no reason for her to get up on that Super Bowl stage and still be performing songs from Anti? Girl, I'm anti-Rihanna at this point. I will never be anti-Rihanna. I will never be. She better have her baby on that stage performing with her if she's not going to drop an album anytime soon. We have been waiting, ma'am. She over here dropping Fenty skin, Fenty makeup, Fenty clothes. She over here doing everything under the sun except for dropping her album. And I get it. Music industry, maybe she ain't with it. Maybe she doesn't need to drop another album. Music makes her the least amount of money versus all her other endeavors. So I'm not surprised she don't feel like dropping the album. But we need the music, ma'am. Like, I can't still be playing the same record from 2016, because I know it came out when I still lived at my old house, okay? That's a long dance. I then came a long way from Vanier, okay? So I'm gonna need her to get it together. We are waiting. We're waiting. We are waiting, ma'am. So shout out to Ree for, getting the Super Bowl thing. I wonder if she's getting paid, because apparently they don't get paid for the Super Bowl performance. And just to add to this, shut the hell up, Dr. Dre. Shut the hell up. Like, is he stupid? I hate when people give backhanded compliments. I hate when people give their unsolicited opinion, attaching themselves to the situation, talking about what they did first. Grow up. Like, he's talking about they didn't raise the bar. Baby, it's Rihanna, okay? If she wants to sit on the stage and act like damn Mariah Carey, she's gonna eat, okay? Period. Like, what? Not me being head of the Navy, girl, please. No, Dr. Dre is just so annoying. Like, let me see exactly what he said. Because don't nobody care about that little weak-ass performance. I'm sorry. He offered his advice to Rihanna, and he said, she has the opportunity to really blow us away. I know we set the bar extremely high. Nigga, this was never about you. Like, ain't nobody thinking about that right now. We are thinking about what Rihanna is going to bring, and we know she's going to bring something, okay? So he didn't need to say all that. Like, she didn't ask for his advice. And maybe he can give it, but like, maybe it just wasn't time. Like, go give her that advice in private. Like, why did he try to take her shine? I don't like this. Like, men are always trying to do this. Like, no. Nobody asked you. Like, I am just so annoyed. She did not need his advice. He's talking about, oh, maybe she can get like she should look into like hiring the same people that put together his show last year. No. Like, we're not trying to have the same show. Rihanna knows how to put on a good show. She didn't need that advice. Rihanna could set up a freaking booth of Fenty products at the halftime show. First of all, that's probably exactly what's gonna happen. Okay, we're thinking we're getting a performance. She's gonna be doing a freaking Apple Summit type vibe, selling damn products. He needs to mind his business. And whatever it is, we're gonna eat it up. So, like, he needs to mind his business. I am so offended that he would ever even fix his little fingers or his mouth to say anything to her regarding her halftime show. It's not about you. Anyway, maybe I'm angry at something else. What's wrong with me? Why am I so mad at Dr. Dre? Michelle Lee is why. Okay? Michelle Lee. That's why I'm mad at Dr. Dre. That's why I have an attitude with him offering his unsolicited opinion, like I do here every week, at Miss Rihanna. Because how dare you? How dare you? Anyway, before I go, because I talked about Megan early on in this Be With The Tea, I wanted to talk about this really quickly because I think this is so wonderful and so great and so amazing, okay? Megan Thee Stallion is launching a website that is called Bad Bitches Have Bad Days Too, and I think the title of the website is so clever, and it's pretty much mental health resources for people for free $99. Other celebrities need to get in check because this is what their fan bases need. Some fan bases more than others because a lot of them is suffering from severe mental illness. The trolls, okay? They need this website. Other people need to get in line and get behind Megan with this. I think this is great. I don't care what it's for. Like, I don't care if it's because of a PR stunt. I don't care what it's for. The fact of the matter is she is offering resources for mental health issues that clearly the pandemic had exasperated, okay? We've seen a whole lot of during this pandemic. Mental health issues skyrocketed. Suicide skyrocketed. All of the things that are negative that involve mental health exasperated, okay? It went through the roof during the pandemic. And I think that Megan Thee Stallion finding the right people to back this is such a good thing that she's doing, and we've not seen anything like this done before. And if we have, well, maybe you have, but I haven't, okay? And so I think it's wonderful that she is lending those resources to her fan base. If you guys are not members, oh, hi, are they sleeping? I think mental health resources are so important, especially right now in, our today's climate. And Black people especially have been suffering with mental health issues for the longest time. And the last 2 generations of people were sweeping it under the rug, not talking about it, not encouraging therapy, trying to pray it away. Girl, no. Like, no. We have been very ignorant where mental health issues are concerned. And the fact that Megan Thee Stallion is doing this is so major and wonderful, and I commend her for that, because I can't get up here talking about the baby saying what he said about her in the damn song and not share this part of her journey. I think it's beautiful. And if you didn't know, when you become a membership, not me selling the membership, girl. No. Literally, if you didn't know, a part of the bougiest membership package is that you come to the Bougie Village meetings, and they are a key. Sometimes they are it's just a safe space for women, and some men are in there as well, actually, and non-binary people, everybody, girl. So we do host something called the Bougie Village meeting, and it's twice a month, and we pretty much just gather and have a chat. It's made for different reasons, some mental health, some just sisterhood support, just stuff like that. So I love that. It's not a website for free resources, but we do have one of our members is a therapist. She's in the New Jersey area, so shout out to her. And Young Rapunzel, shout out to you, Young Rapunzel, period. So we do have therapists in there. I mean, we haven't done like one-on-one therapy sessions or anything like that, but it's an outlet for you guys to speak your piece, share your trauma sometimes, share how good your week was. You know, share your business, share whatever it is, okay? It's just a support system and a support group, a woman support group, a friend support group. It's not even a woman support group because, like I said, we do have guys in there, but it's definitely in line with mental health stuff. So that's, if you haven't been to a Bougie Village meeting, one is coming up on Saturday or Sunday. We haven't made a decision yet. We gonna talk on the community tab. But yeah, that is members only exclusive. That it's really important that we do put those resources out there because therapy is expensive. Always expensive if you don't live in the right place, okay? Like here, for me, I got free therapy and it was amazing because of my situation, but it's not generally like that for everybody. You still have to pay for therapy in Canada. Now, recently, because of the pandemic, they have been including therapy on your OHIP, which is our health care. And so more and more people are having access to therapy, but therapy can be very expensive. $100 a session, $150 a session for 1 hour. $150 for 1 hour, that's expensive, especially because usually the people that are struggling with mental health issues can't afford therapy. Isn't that strange that they do that to us? So, yeah, it's a problem. And I'm happy to see Megan tackling it. And yeah, I hope that more celebrities follow that trend because that's a good trend to follow. The other stuff these girls and boys are doing in Hollyweird, very problematic. Okay, we need positive things happening because there's always negative things going on. So we need some positivity sprinkled in there every once in a while. Okay, so shout out to Megan Thee Stallion, period. With that being said, I love you all so much. And it's, of course, time for the member shout out. And then I got to go pick up Say. Every time I get up in here filming, I have to pick up Say because I be behind schedule. Okay, I be starting to film way late in the day because the mornings have just gotten so crazy. Ever since Salem started school, my schedule's just been off. She needs to be homeschooled. Shout out to Kimberly Zaragoza. Shout out to Olivia Carter. Shout out to Brittany Regina. Shout out to Kimberly, why you didn't comment it twice, girl? Please. Shout out to Edisa Prezo. Okay. Shout out to Shakira Christian. Shout out to Kayla C. Shout out to Justnia Love. She's a regular degular. Okay. Shout out to Paige Phillips. All I see is Jacquemus Bags. I know that's right. 5 months in this. Okay. Shout out to Paige Phillips. Shout out to Diamond Cook. Shout out to Bougie Lex. Shout out to Carla B. Shout out to Nadia Sarunia. Shout out to Eddie. Shout out to Sharky Estelle. Shout out to Kaylee. Shout out to Lorena. Girl, you always up in here. Shout out to Leah Janae. Shout out to Tatiana Moss. Shout out to Shania Smith. Shout out to Kaylee Ritchie. Shout out to It's Ethiopian. Shout out to Sincerely Star. Shout out to Nia. Girl, why is you commenting twice? Shout out to Akira Good. Shout out to Lon. Shout out to Dream Meet Girl. Why are you sneaking in here? You already got your shout out, girl. Shout out to Kristen Jessica. Shout out to Lime Chan 1. Shout out to All Things Victoria, Marianne D, Miss Mesa. Shout out to Nakia Booker. Shout out to Angel Baby XO. Shout out to Maria Kuna 30. Shout out to Angie Nicole. Shout out to Kian. I shouted you out before. I should know how to say your name. Shout out to C. James XO. Shout out to Ree. Shout out to Felicity Cuff. Shout out to 97 Clips. Okay, shout out to Viviana the Virgo. Shout out to Bree Moss. And shout out to Lulu C. Shout out to Baby It's Darly. Shout out to Love Sherry. Shout out to The Coldest Summer. Shout out to The Lash Empress. Shout out to Sierra with the C. Shout out to London. Shout out to JV. Shout out to The Realest Chick. And shout out to Jesse Baldwin. Those are the only comments that is loaded on my screen right now. Okay, I'm sorry. That's it. So I'm gonna delete all of these. I'm deleting the comments. If you see that you left a comment and it's deleted now, that's because I wanted to be able to make sure that I get new people on the next shout out, okay? So, I love you all so much, and I will definitely see you in the next one.